All right, welcome everybody to our Thursday night team call. I hope you guys are having a great night. Thank you guys for jumping on live. And if you're watching the recording, thank you for watching the recording. It's important to stay plugged into your team. I think the energy that you get from being plugged in, not just the information, but the energy helps you so much. So I'm just gonna dive in tonight. Like I said, my husband was supposed to be home, but it's our busy season for water wells being dry in Arizona, and he is not home, and the kids are out there by themselves, and the one gets a little crazy sometimes. So tonight I just wanted to jump on and talk to you guys about like new program launches, and I'm going to talk specifically about Lift 4, but literally you can take this information that I'm going to share with you guys, and you can do it with any program. I haven't really looked at it focused on Mestomos because I don't have that, that's not my niche or the people that I'm talking to, but you could literally do this with any program that we already have. You can put this process or thing I'm doing into play. And I think a lot of times that coaches look at launches and they get really stressed out. But the thing is these are so good for our business. So the first thing that I want to tell you guys is to take a deep breath. We are still in pre-launch of Lift 4, and you still have, it technically doesn't launch until October 1st. So you still have till October 1st to take advantage of this launch. And even after that, you still can take advantage of it. And I'm going to teach you what I've been doing since last year. I started last August talking about 80 Obsession, and December was my biggest month of the year last year, which is unheard of for me. And I've been a coach for 7 years. So this is what has been working for me. I just want to share with you guys. If you guys have tips and tricks, we can talk about that at the end. But I'm just going to jump into it. So first and foremost, take a deep breath. Also know that like on any launch days, like I know we're already have sales and stuff going on for Lift 4, but the day that things launch, if you don't have any sales, like it's not the end of the world. You now have this product to offer. You now have this service to offer to other people. And in day one, if you don't get anybody, that's okay. The next thing I want to say is don't stop doing what's working for you. So if you have something that's working for you, great. Like don't stop doing that. You can take pieces and bits of this. You can take all of this, whatever you want, but don't ever stop doing what's working for you. If you're in the middle of another round of 80-day Obsession and you're killing it, and you're like, I don't want to switch programs, don't switch programs. If you're like me, where you're like, wasn't feeling the second round of 80-day Obsession and feeling a little bit lost, and you're really excited about Lift 4, like dive into it. Do what feels right for you, but don't ever feel pressured like you have to do something new that comes out. For instance, like with 2B Mindset, it really wasn't my thing, but I did get into the test group. I did all of that because I needed to learn that for my customers. But it wasn't something that worked out for me, which is okay. Not everything is going to vibe with everybody, but I think it's important as coaches that we be knowledgeable of the things that are coming out. Okay, and then the second thing is get excited, or the third thing, or something like that. I didn't put numbers. Get excited about the launch. I kind of already said that because these are good for your business. This is what has helped me. These launches have helped me so much, and I love that we have so many new things coming out and so many launches happening. And I know that sometimes that can feel overwhelming, but if you could turn that overwhelm into excitement and know that it's just another tool for you to help another person, then you can really start to grow your business with these and take advantage of these. And just kind of like calm down and go with it. Like I said, I'm not even talking about Mestomos because it's not something that my audience would do. So that, that's okay. If this is not something your audience would do, then don't talk about it, but I think it's important to take advantage of this. Okay, the next thing that I want to say is make sure that you read over the FAQs and be familiar with everything. I'm not going to sit here and go over all of the FAQs and everything that is for the pre-launch and all of that good stuff. Like you guys need to take the time to do that. As soon as an FAQ comes out for any program, I'm on there and I'm reading it. Maybe every couple days. It's not, it's your responsibility to go check that out, not ours to relay it to you, although we do try to relay it to you as much as as possible. And make sure you do that. You get familiar with things. Get into the test group yourself. Like I said, even if you don't plan on doing the program right away, you guys, these test groups are priceless. They not only will help you through the program and help you, but they're going to help you with your customers, because there's so many different coaches in there asking questions. There's so many things addressed that you're going to get asked that you have the information right there for you. I got into the 2B Mindset test group, but I'm not following 2B Mindset. And I did that because I needed to be able to help my clients that were doing 2B Mindset. So make sure you get in the test group yourself. You have until July 31st to do that, and you have until July 31st to get anybody else that wants to do Lift For with you. So I know a lot of people are starting on Monday, and if you haven't taken advantage of the launch, you still have time. You still have half the month to take advantage of this. You could spin this however you want. The people on your social media don't know that that's the launch day and that's it. That's not it. Like, they have until the 31st to get into the test group. They might have to get caught up on a few videos and things, but that's okay. Like, at least they can still get in. This is a way that I've been growing my team too, mostly with a lot of people that I've been talking to for a long time. They get excited about getting in something that's exclusive, that's VIP. They want access to the trainer and things like that. With ADD Obsession, I had a lot of people get into the test group, and then it's kind of dwindled down a little bit, and I'm a little bit more picky about asking people if they want to be discount. Well, I'll ask anybody if they want to be a discount coach. I'll say that right out. Like, ask them if they want access to that. But some people will be overwhelmed by that, so I'll just have them be in my group, and that's fine. Maybe they'll be in the next test group. But these tests, I'm so thankful that they brought us these test groups, because they're huge for our business. Okay. So get excited on your social media. Talk about how you are invited to be in part of a test group. Talk about how these didn't exist before this year. Like, I had been a coach for 7 years, and you get to watch certain people be part of test groups that they have to be invited to, and now we get to be a part of that. For me, it gets me excited. It gets me good results because I plug in and I go 100% and all that stuff. So talk about that. Share the before and afters that you see floating around on social media. During the launch, I share these a lot. Now, here's some tips for you. On Facebook, I will share just the before and afters of the other coaches who've already been through the test group, like the coach test group. On Instagram, I do something a little bit different. I always share a before and after of myself, and then I'll share the other people's before and afters. That gets the most traction. If I share before and after of somebody else on my Instagram, it doesn't get any traction. So what I'll do is I'll put mine first, and then how you can add like a bunch of different pictures, I will do that. But on my Facebook, it doesn't matter. So those are two tips for you for 2 different social media sites. And I'll do it often. I know we think that we're being annoying, but after a while, when people start to see it over and over again, you're going to find your tribe, and you're going to find the people who are like, oh, I'm so sick of seeing this, I want to do this. And they're going to do it with you. And then the people who don't and that are annoyed by it, they're not your people anyway, so don't worry about them. They can just go on and live their lives. Then the last thing that I want to say about sharing about the program on social media, and Autumn touched on this, I'm not sure if you guys are in the Be Obsessed with Coaching group, but don't devalue the program. I think, and I'm probably guilty of it too, but the fact that the program's only 4 days a week, the nutrition plan is simple and flexible and stuff, I think we tend to start to say that it's easy. And when we do that, we attract the people that want easy. They want the quick fix. They want this. And in reality, it's not going to be, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be hard. You're going to be able to fit into your lifestyle. My point is if we say that it's easy and people jump in and they think it's going to be easy, then they fail. Let's try to reword it and stuff. For instance, myself, I was going to wait because we're leaving on a 10-day trip tomorrow to start Lift For, and I actually decided to start it on the trip because I want to show people that even though it's going to be hard for me to do this, and it might take a little bit more effort, that you can do it. But don't devalue that. because those will be the people that you attract to, and you want the people that are ready to commit. You want the, especially with coaching, like you want the people who are ready to put the work in. And when we start to devalue those things, you basically attract what you put out. So just think about that when you're making your post. So the first thing that I do with a launch or a new program, and I love that Beachbody has put in the completion packs for us, and I also love that we can get success club points from customers every 6 months. This is amazing, you guys. Like, I can't even tell you how much my retention has gone up with these launches, with the fact that you can get new success club points. So the first thing that I do when a new program comes out is I reach out to my coaches and my customers, all of them. I go into my old groups, I post about it, I reach out to them because they already believe in this stuff. Whether they've fallen off or not, like, they're already in it. They get it, they like it, and they're, if they have fallen off, maybe they're ready to get back in. If not, you never know. I've had so many people recommit and actually be successful because of this. So don't be afraid to go talk to those people. Those are the first people that I would go to. The second thing that I have been doing, and I think most of you guys are in my preview group that I have right now, and I'm not sure if you guys have been to Super Saturday and saw the video from corporate and Joan Crocker talking about Snoop groups, but these preview / Snoop groups, whatever you want to call them, have been working out so good for me. And I'll tell you a little bit what I'm going to be doing with the one we have right now. But basically, these are groups that you have and you upload the videos. Like, for instance, I downloaded the full preview workout for Lift 4. So on your computer, you can get a Chrome extension where you can download any videos. I'll figure out what that is. I should have looked before I got on. But I basically was able to download the whole video, upload it to the Facebook group, and then be able to tag people in that video so they could do the workout on their own without even having to sign up for anything. Now, I know it's important for them to sign up with a free account for you, but this is getting it on more eyes for more people. So in this new group we have, or the preview group, we have that up, we have before and afters going, we have the trailer up there. I'll go in there and do live videos, all different things. So what I did with 80 Day Obsession and Lift 4 was I just transferred those groups into the actual challenge group. I didn't create another group. And so I'm doing that with the Lift 4 group, and I'm going through and I'm telling my people that, if they don't register, then they're going to be deleted out of that group. Okay, so now I kind of back up. I might not necessarily delete them out of the group, because sometimes when they sit back and they watch like a week or two or a month, they're like, okay, I want in on this. So it's up to your guy, what you guys want to do with that. But what I'm going to do moving forward is I'm going to create another preview group, because this Lift 4 group is now the VIP group. So I'm going to put the workout video in there, and in the unit section, if you guys haven't checked out the units where you can actually have it like kind of on the side, people can actually go through. I'm going to put all the information, like the trailer, what is a challenge group, what is the VIP group, what do you get, and everything's going to be there. So what you can do is you can add as people are watching go through the program, you can add them into the group, you can tag them in the workout, you can tag them in these different videos, and then you follow up with them. And that takes out all of the messaging. It takes out so much time that you are talking with people, and it really helps new coaches. So my suggestion to you is to either do your own preview group or join in on the ones that we have going on. I'm going to close that VIP group on Sunday, because on Monday we're all going to start Lift 4, which is why I'm going to create another one, because I do want to still take advantage of this. And I think you have to have like a VIP group to offer them. Like, okay, this is the free group, but if you want more of what you're getting in this group, you need to get into the VIP group. And then you offer them the different packages. And then when people join, I usually congratulate them. Now, the way that I'm talking to people on Messenger is basically that I'm adding them into the group, I'm tagging them in the workout, I'm tagging them in the trailer, any other videos or before and afters that I think that they would like to see, I do that. Then I follow up with them and I ask them if they've seen it, and then usually they ask what the price is. Now, I know that that's like a scary thing for a lot of people, but honestly, I've just been getting straight to the point with people, and it's working really good. If you have not seen the different PDFs that show the different challenge packs, I just take those and I say, okay, and I'll do the mega pack first, the deluxe pack, and the Shako or the performance pack, the lowest one. And I'll send them all the PDFs and I say, okay, you know, the deluxe pack is the most popular pack. Which will work best for you? 98% of the time, my customers go with the deluxe pack. They don't even ask me another question. They're just like, okay, and send me the link. And then it's like, okay, what flavor of Shakeology do you want? So I think that showing that takes a lot of typing out, it takes a lot of things out, but the PDFs have worked so good for me this year. And it really is just like, what's the price? Well, here's your options. Which one works best for you? It's not like we're trying to hide behind something. I'll share those PDFs in the group after I upload this into the team page. Okay. Oh, also with the preview groups, I allow people to add themselves. So when I'm talking about the program and I'm sharing those before and afters that I was talking about before, I will say you can go ahead and add yourself for the free workout in the link below. Just click on the link and add yourself in. I monitor that group really closely. For the 2B Mindset, I actually turned off the comments on there. Like their comment or their post had to be approved before they could comment because it kind of got out of control. But the Lift 4 wasn't as bad, so I kind of just let it go. So you just kind of want to monitor what people are saying in there. You don't want any negativity. You want it to be rather positive in there and stuff. So that's one thing I will say, but I do allow people to add themselves because a lot of people won't ask you for information, but they still want the information. So if they can add themselves into the group, then they'll do that. And I know I'm kind of the same way with that too. Okay, so always learn and always grow. Like I said, I'm still playing around with these Snoop groups, trying to figure out what's really gonna work for me. And that's why I'm going to create another Snoop group because we're turning this one into the VIP group. But sometimes, you know, with the 2B Mindset one, we left it up there. So I still have my 2B Mindset preview group up. I can add anybody in there to go through all of the stuff that we've already posted before, and it's good to go. And I don't have to redo any of that. Okay. Okay. Now, as far as the program goes with you guys, these are my tips for you. So I hope that a lot of you guys are starting. If you're still doing a session, like I said, finish that out, whatever you're doing. But share your entire journey. And don't be afraid to share over and over. Like, you know, people want to see a story. It's kind of like when you become a new coach. If you're a new coach, awesome. But it's excitement. They want to see you go through this. They want to see a story. They want to see what's going on. They want to see your ups. They want to see your downs. Like for me, I will be, you know, sharing from day one. I'll be going live. Another tip that I have for you guys, if you're on Instagram and you use the highlights, like I'm going to do a complete Lift 4 highlight. So from day one, you're going to see like day one of me and you're going to go on. I believe Emily Faber did that with 80 Day Obsession. I think you can go on her Instagram and check it out. But on the highlights, they can go through and they can just see you go through a transformation, which is totally cool. I think that's all I had. So don't be afraid that you're oversharing, because you're not. You still have time to get people, and even after you go through the entire program, they want to see what you're doing and they'll want to join in on you with that. So those are my tips for you. If you guys have any questions or you have anything to add, I would love to hear from
you. I just was going to tell you did a great job, and I think you nailed it with all the tips. I didn't even think about doing the every day so you can follow somebody's transformation and putting that in highlights. I think that's an amazing idea.
Yeah, I'm even doing that. I'm going to do that with our road trip too, because I think that's cool.
That's definitely fun. It's something I've never, you know, with as much as I travel, I don't ever really go live when I travel. And I think that that's something that we don't do enough. So people being able to see that we can actually work out and do things on the road, and you don't have to leave your workouts at home. I think that's amazing. Are you just taking bands?
What?
Are you taking bands?
Yeah, I was gonna take weights, but no, it's okay. No, I'm just taking bands. I have a few different ones and I have some ideas, so. Does anybody else have any questions?
Not a question, but I had a comment.
Okay.
First of all, thank you.
You're welcome.
I had debated the same thing because we are traveling next week as well, leaving Sunday. And I plan to take bands. I decided to start anyways. Do I wait? Do I start? I said, no. I did not like being so far behind during 80-Day Obsession. And, everybody was always talking about what was happening, in videos that were 2 weeks ahead of me. And so I was like, I'm not going to wait. And I don't, because I work from home. I mean, we go to the racetrack. That's about as far as we go. So the opportunity to show Beachbody on demand as we travel, because we're traveling twice this month, I was like, I need to share that. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking my bands, but we're in a hotel, so I should have access to some weights. It's just a question with my daughter during those times. But going live, to show that we can do it while we're on the road, or if, your internet sucks and you can't really go live right there.
Yeah.
At least taking a video and posting the video later on, and be talking about it. I think that's going to be huge, honestly.
I agree. And it's like you talk about the ADD obsession, it's that FOMO effect, like the fear of missing out, create that on your social media. And that's exactly what I do in those preview groups. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do in that group right now. And I'm telling my people, like, you guys got to be in by Sunday or you're out. Well, good. I'm glad we'll all be traveling together and all be doing it together. I'll be in a cabin on Monday, so I won't have weights, but maybe on the way home at a hotel somewhere.
That'll be me the week after, 2 weeks, the 30th. I'll be in a camper.
Oh, there you go. I've done that before. All right. Well, does anybody have any other things they want to add or say? My husband
I sent it in chat because Kyle's watching a movie. It's kind of weird. It's called The Sinner, so I think he might pause it. So I just want to say, so tonight I took so many notes and I loved them. And I really like the idea with the highlight reel on Instagram because I have it for like the Tiny Human and Summit. And I was like, I need to create another one. And I need to remember to use the PDF. So that was a good note because that will save me a lot of talking and it will give them more options without me confusing them and overloading them with text. So I thought it was great. Thank you.
The PDFs, I can't even tell you how much they've changed my business because they don't even ask what Shakeology is. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't even talk about Shakeology, the performance line, or maybe they're like, okay, they want one or other, and then we talk about it. But other than that, they just give you one that they want to do, and they do it. It's been crazy for me. So I want, you guys take advantage of that for sure. And the ADD Obsession ones I still use too, so I can share those. All right, well, thank you guys all for jumping on live. I'll post this as soon as I can. The dog's gonna go crazy, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night and a good weekend. Bye.